How many people know that there is no problem with starting? Starting something is very easy. You just do it. But finishing well is very hard. More importantly, finishing faithfully. And he said unto his disciple, he started the story. There was a certain rich man which had a steward. This man was rich, but he had this steward, call him staff. And the same staff was accused unto him that the staff had wasted the rich man's good. You know, there's a key word there you will never pick unless I tell you. There was a rich man. This man used to be rich. So he was rich some time ago. His company was doing really well. He had everything going. The staff was doing really great. What happened to him? Did he die? Did he go bankrupt? Did he give up on his business? Whatever it is, because we didn't know. The only thing Jesus said there was that he was. That means at the time of the story being told, the man was no longer rich. Something had happened along the line that had affected his ability to continue in business or to be financially okay. Now, as I was thinking about it, for this man to be rich, he must have been very diligent, because money don't jump on you. He must have started out early. He must have made wise investment, made some bold and audacious moves. He must have been a good manager of resources. So this man must have done something right from when he started out to becoming very rich. But my key word is not the fact that he was rich or successful or thriving. My key word is that he was. You can be and no longer be. You can be doing very well as a company and all of a sudden, it's gone. He had a staff. I don't know how many of them, but there was this one that was singled out. Let's read it again. There was a certain rich man which had a steward. He doesn't have him anymore. So Jesus was correct that the business did not exist anymore. The same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods. The first thing you want to notice there is that the man did not see him wasting the goods. He was told by some people. Can I tell you, all of you, you're being watched. This guy was accused by people who saw what he was doing, that he was wasting his resources. That is very significant for all of you. Be an exemplary manager. Don't say Andrew is not there and you do what you like. Nobody is watching me. You know that word steward? When you check another translation, it said manager of his estate. When I was reflecting about it, for him to get to managerial position, he's probably done very well. He didn't just get there. He must have been good at some point. Maybe he got into the company and was just pushing. And they said, wow, this guy is good. And the moment they made him manager, he began to what? Relax. All the effort he put into becoming great, he shut it down. The day your fire dies in your work is the day you're finished. The rich man had a steward. He was fired. But whether the man recovered, I don't know. You don't just find yourself at the top. This guy did not just find himself at the top. His performance took him to the top. So this guy climbed the ladder of success. I am sure it's by merit. But as he got to the ladder, top of the ladder, something began to change. He began to forget where he came from. He began to forget what got him there. And as a result, he began to make losses. So money began to drop out of the account. People saw him, how lax he was in his work, how he lived carefree. Every time you lose sight of why you are in a position or a role, you risk your position. Every time you lose sight, never lose sight. Never lose sight. Never lose sight. So, and he called him. There's a meeting. That's already a meeting. So what he did to him was to give him a fair chance to prove himself. So he said, oh, I hear this of you. You weren't like this before. So the steward said within himself, what shall I do? For my Lord taketh away my stewardship. I am about to be sacked. And then he said something. I cannot dig, and to beg, I am ashamed. I am resolved what to do. So he sat down and thought, they're trying to sack me. What will I do? So he called the people that were owing him money. That's my second clue, that he was not as good as he used to be. Number one, he's lazy. He said, I can't dig. So he's gone from being hardworking to lazy. It was when they wanted to fire him that he confessed that I am so lazy. Number two, he called every of his lords what? Debtor. They didn't lie against him. He was losing money, or else they won't have debtors. He called every of his lord debtors and said unto them, how much do you owe? He doesn't even know how much they owe. And then the man said, oh, 100 measure of oil. Let's just say 100 pounds. 100 pounds. He said, take your bill, sit down quickly, write 50. So he's cooking the papers. Instead of walking out to collect the money, and then maybe the man will be like, well done, at least you recover yourself. He told them to cheat the company. And this he did for many of them. And then Jesus said something about it. He said he's an unjust steward. Now, can I say this to you? Fiddling is the system of the world. We don't operate the system of the world, we operate the kingdom system. Don't fiddle the notes here. Do your work with accountability in mind. Know that one day, like in a meeting like this, they will call you to account. Bottom line, don't start well. Don't have 136 now or something. And then all of a sudden, you are happy with 8. It will be an insult on your capacity for increments. What you're doing right now that is making it happen, multiply it. Double your effort to see great results.